Kirsty is here, and Joy is here, and Dean, there's Dean. Hello, Dean. Amanda is here, and Ace is here, and Chris is here. Welcome in, welcome in. Kirsty says, congratulations, Susan. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Kirsty probably read the description of the live. So, oops, hello, Jasper. He's trying to congratulate me as well. We made our 4,000 watch hours. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, so thank you all for that, because, you know, I couldn't have done it without any of you, and I'm so appreciative. It's been a journey, hasn't it? But, yeah, I mean, that's what life's about. It's a journey. Deborah, hello, my friend. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Watching ads. Woohoo, says Kirsty. Hi, Susan. Hope you're feeling a bit better, Deborah says. Yeah, look, I am. I think you could probably tell I'm still a little bit blocked up. No, Jasper, please. What are you doing? I'm still a little bit blocked up. So he's caught on my clothes now, so I can't put him down. Oh dear, this is a problem. All right, we got him. Yeah, I'm still a little bit blocked up, and I've still got a little bit of a cough, but oh my goodness, I'm so much better than I was, say, a week or two ago. So I do think I've turned a corner, which is fantastic. And yeah, because I've had this thing for like 6-7 weeks now. It's like, oh, it's a long time to not be feeling 100%. Moni is here. Moni says, congratulations on the watch hours, and you sound much better. Yes, I am feeling quite a bit better. Hello, Shaz. My friend Shaz in Melbourne is here as well. Now, the dog is here, as clearly you know. So let me see if I can pick him up. Oh, come here, my little man. Ugh. All right, here he is. Jasper, be calm, gentle, gentle. Yes, there he is. He doesn't want to look at the camera. He just wants to look at the everything. He's in a playing mood, can you tell? So I'll probably have to put him down. Oh, there we go. There we go. All righty. So you got a brief look at the dog. Honey Badger is here as well. Welcome in, my friend. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just catching up here on the chat. So, is she being attacked by Jasper? Yes, I certainly was, Honey Badger. I certainly was. But he has now wandered across to the other side of the room, which suits me just fine at the moment. He's a cute boy. He is a cute boy. What would he be now? 17 weeks, I think. 17? Yeah, I reckon so. I think he was born around the 14th of April. April, May, June, I think. I'll have to go back and check. But yes, he's getting very big, and his paws are getting very big, and his appetite as well is getting very big. It was bound to happen though, wasn't it? Well, my friends, how are you all today? It's good to see you. If there's anyone here lurking who doesn't know who I am, I'm Susan from High Country Homestead, and I am in the Alpine region of Victoria, Australia. Now, Squizzy 4207, first time here. Love from Brizzy. Oh, you're a fellow Aussie. Welcome in, my friend. It's lovely to see you. What's it like in Brisbane today? Is it sunny and warm? What is it down here? It's well, it's sunny here today. It's still a little bit on the cool side though. Nicholas Grollo is here as well. Hello there, Lady Susan. Hello, Nicholas. How are you today? You look smashing, Susan. Thank you, Chris. I do appreciate that. It's always nice to get a compliment or two, isn't it? Brooke Trout says, hi, Susan, good people. Stopping in for a few minutes, putting the birds away. Yes, because it will be your evening, won't it, Brooke Trout? How are you? I hope you had a lovely day. Honey Badger says, I did ladybug releases in the garden yesterday. Oh, that's a good thing to do. Yeah. It's always a good thing if you've got lots of ladybugs in your garden, because they eat a lot of the pests and the yucky things that you don't really want on your flowers and on your herbs and veggies and so forth. Squizzy says, it's nice and sunny with a bit of a chill. Such a great day today. That's good. I'm really pleased. Oh, you do look good, says Nicholas Grollo. Thank you, my love. Thank you very much. Well, my friends, what a week it's been. We had a lot of rain. Now, any of you who were here on my Tuesday live or who saw the YouTube community post that I put up either on Tuesday or Wednesday will know that we lost 20,000 litres of water from our top water tank, which was a bit devastating. On Tuesday's live, Tuesdays when we do like a farm walkabout and we go see the sheep and the chickens and the cows and all that sort of thing. Pardon me, I do apologise. And anyway, in the course of that walk, we went up to the top hay shed and I found that the water trough, the cows had damaged it and it's got a crack and it's off on one side. So of course the water was pouring out of the trough, and the troughs have like a float valve, so they automatically refill. And of course the float valve was recognizing the fact that, yeah, thank you, Kirsty. The float valve was recognizing that the water was going out of the trough. And so it just kept filling it and kept filling it and kept filling it. And the water just kept going out and kept going out. So I last checked the troughs and everything on Sunday. I didn't check it on Monday. But I reckon it probably happened on Tuesday morning, like before the live started, because the water was pouring out with such speed. But it's devastating because last week we got like 150 mil of rain, and that water tank would have been like absolutely full, and we've lost all of it. So yeah, that was a thing. Obviously after the live, I went up and I turned the tank off, so the water isn't gravity feeding down anymore, which means that it's not feeding the house, but it's also not feeding the water troughs. And I just need to wait for the ground. The ground is incredibly sludgy, and I need to wait for it to dry out enough that I can really get in there and adjust the troughs and repair it. But then of course we need to wait for more rain. It's going to take months to refill that tank. But there you go, that was part of the week. And what else happened this week? Oh, we had a cow fall down in the mud and it couldn't get up because it was so muddy. Not up at the troughs, somewhere else in the paddock. And so my daughter and I were trying to lift this cow. But we managed to roll it onto its tummy, and then we kept it there for about, 45 minutes. Just had it sit there. And once it sort of got its equilibrium all sorted out, it was able to stand up and move off. So, but I was so lucky we discovered it, because if a cow's lying down on its side for too long, it can kill them. So I don't think it had been down very long. And yeah, just incredibly lucky that I found it because it was getting dark when I discovered it. And if I hadn't discovered it till morning, we probably would have lost that cow. So, you know, it's been an interesting week. There's been some not so good things and some real wins. So, yeah, that's my catch up. Let me have a look here and see what everyone's saying. Hello to everyone else. Brooke Trout says, Greater Southwest Florida, a little rain and baked salmon with papaya curry salad. That sounds lovely, Brooke Trout. Chris is saying hello to Nicholas. Nicholas is saying hello to Dean and Chris. Hello, Emily. How are you, my love? That is M-Bug. You may know her as M-Bug, but she has changed her handle to M-Doodlebug, and she's changed her little thumbnail picture too. Very nice too, I must say, by the way. Why, Susan, says Nicholas. I think you might be asking why it was an interesting week. So if that's the case, I reckon you're probably across that now. But if there's something else, Nicholas, let me know. Leah is here. Hi, Susan. So sorry that you lost all that water. I know. Oh, well. It would have been good if it happened like a week or two ago and then we got all the rain. But we had all that rain just before it happened. So it would have been absolutely as full as a goog, as they say. But we do have more rain coming later this week. We've got a whole day of rain, I think, on Thursday. But it's such a big water tank, like, you know, a whole day of rain when you're talking about a 20,000 litre water tank. It's not going to put much in there, but it's something. Emily is saying, good to see you, Brooke Trout. And Nicholas says, Melbourne historical walks. And that sounds wonderful, Nicholas, says Kirsty. All right, well, I think I have caught up on everything and everyone in the chat. And I think I have caught you all up on my news. So yes, we lost water, we had to roll a cow, and we got our 4,000 watch hours. And I think that's enough. That's enough for a week. I'm happy with that. Nicholas is nervous. Why are you nervous, Nicholas? What are you nervous for? Are you going to do a live, Nicholas? I'm going to do content next month, maybe, in a live. Oh, I see. Oh, Nicholas. Yes, look, you will be nervous. You will be nervous. I was nervous. I was incredibly nervous. I think everyone is. Excuse the cat. There she goes. Just move the tail. There we are. Yeah, look, you will be nervous, but it'll be great, and we'll all be there to help you. Pollux is here. Hello, my friend. Welcome in. And Shaz has to go. See you next time. All right, my love. Don't forget the thumbs up. Love you. And I could say that because she's my best friend. Michelle is here. Hi, amazing, beautiful, and blessed Susan. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Your cat. Yes, this is Fudge. Much easier to pick up than Jesper is now, I must say. Hey, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Meow. You gonna look at the camera? No, you don't know what you want, really, do you? She doesn't know what she wants. There is Amanda once again. Dean saying hello to Amanda. All right, we should get this show on the road. So, today, my friends, we are making egg and bacon pies. Now, I was in two minds how to do the pies because there's several different ways of making them. Now, of course, you can just do, and I almost did, I was going to make a big family pie using this dish. Love this dish, makes great pies. But then I decided that I wouldn't do that, and that's why the thumbnail has like a big pie dish. I was going to do this, but I decided earlier this morning that that is not what I'm going to do. I have my individual pie dishes. These are my pie dishes. And I'm going to make 4 individual pies. So that's what we're doing today. Now also, originally I was going to put pastry on the lid. I was going to have a pastry lid. Again, I've changed my mind. So I've decided that they're going to be lidless pies. And the other thing which you can do is some people like to put their bacon and then they like to crack a whole egg into each individual pie dish. But then there is another way of doing it where you get your egg and you add cream to it and cheese, and you basically almost do like a scrambled egg mix. And when you have your pastry and you put your bacon in there, and then you pour the scrambled egg mix over it, you see. So if you were doing the type of pie where you're cracking an individual egg into each one, you probably wouldn't be adding cream or milk to it. So there's so many different variations that you can make to a egg and bacon pie. So yeah, we're going to have fun playing in the kitchen today. As always, I will be adding the full recipe to the live description once the live has finished. So if you're interested in making it the way I make it, head on down and have a look at the description after the live is finished, and you will see the recipe there. So let me, before we really make a start, just make sure that I've caught up with the chat. So everyone was saying hello to Michelle. Michelle, yes, hello, Chris. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else. I do love a good pie, says Dean. Yeah, you and me both. I do like a pie. I do like a pie. You got flogged in the live today. Oh dear, Amanda, what happened? Oh, and Joy says Amanda's got another week of hot, scorching weather. Gosh, it's been a while, hasn't it, this hot weather? All right, so egg and bacon pies. What we are doing is, I'll move that down just a fraction. There we go. You can sort of see, or maybe you can't. There we go. There we go. All right. So the ingredient list for today, due to the way I'm making it, so we've got 2 sheets of pastry. The pastry I am using is, well, you can use whatever you like. It's traditional to use short crust pastry. I didn't have time this morning to make short crust pastry, and I had these 2 random sheets in the freezer of puff pastry. So today I am using puff pastry. Susan, I met an Aussie in Chicago. You did? Oh, I threw I thought of you in a heartbeat. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Michelle. All right, so 2 sheets. We're using 2 sheets of puff pastry, but short crust is more traditional. We will be using 5 eggs, 1 to 125 ml of cream, 3 bacon rashers, which we need to dice and cook. And then we'll be, of course, putting black pepper into taste, any other seasonings that we want, and a handful of grated cheese, which I've also still got to do. So let us start. First of all, let's get this bacon happening. How has M-Bug been doing recently? Michelle would like to know. All right, here's our bacon rashers. Well, they're big bacon rashers. And I have 3 of them. What do I want? What do I want? Okay, I'll get that. 3 bacon rashers. And then I'm going to get a knife and start dicing them, which is always exciting. Well, I've got to cut the rind off first, actually. I'll do that. So there's the rind. So Nicholas has informed us that he's going to be doing potentially a live coming up in the next month, which will be very exciting. Has anyone else in the chat got any news they would like to share? Has anyone done anything exciting? Or has anyone got anything exciting that they're doing over the weekend? Because it is the weekend now for many of you, isn't it? All right, get that piece. I like a recipe like this for any meal of the day, says Joy. Congratulations, Nicholas, says Michelle. Whoops. I am a farm sitter, says Amanda. Yes, it'll be very exciting to do your first live, Nicholas. But like the first, 10 or so that you do are nerve-wracking. I don't get nervous now, really, for the most part, but it did take a long time to get over myself, I suppose. Oh, I should add that I sanitized my hands because we're trying to use as little water as humanly possible for obvious reasons. And any farm has hand sanitizer on tap. So if you wonder why I didn't wash my hands between picking up the cat and picking up the dog and doing this, I did sanitize, but it was off camera. Of course, we should all be washing our hands before we do our food, especially on a farm. All right, there's the first one, cut into strips. Now let me I'll put my glasses on so I can read the chat from a distance. Amanda come to Australia, says Nicholas. I'm sure Amanda would love to, but it's a lot of money and it's a long flight, isn't it, coming to Australia? Oh, look, you've got a cat. Or cat ears. There it is. Look at the cat ears. She's not getting in the way, though. All right, let's do the next. Oh. The next rasher. Now, with bacon and egg pies, I am going to pre-cook the bacon. If I wasn't pre-cooking the bacon, I would want to blind bake, what they call blind bake, the pastry, which would involve putting the pastry in the little dishes, and then I'd put something in the dishes to weight them down. Some people use rice or dried beans, or others have like dedicated little pie weights, which they use to weight down the pastry, and then you would put your pie dishes with your pastry. I don't think I'm going to need more than that. All right, so I'm just going to show you all, dodge the cat if I can. You can see the quantity of bacon I have there. It's quite a lot. And I still have one rasher to cut up. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to cut it up. I think I'm going to end up with too much bacon otherwise. Hopefully that won't come back to bite me on the bum later on. And it means that tonight I've got some bacon left over and I can do a bacon and mushroom carbonara for dinner. That'll be nice. All right. So what was I saying? Yes. If you were going to put raw bacon in your pastry dishes, the bacon, because it hasn't been cooked yet, would leach a lot of fats, and those fats would make the I know there's cats everywhere, isn't there? You get down. Those fats would make the pastry bottoms very soggy. So what you need to do is blind bake them, as I was saying. So you put your pastry in the dishes and you fill them either with beans, rice, or pottery pastry weights. You put them in the oven and you bake them for just a few minutes. You tip out the things that you've got weighting down your pastry, and that way you see the pastry is already nice and crispy, and when you put your bacon in, it's not going to absorb as much of the fat and so forth, and the bottoms would still be crispy. We are not going to be blind baking the pastry dishes, the pastry shelves. So because of that, we are going to be pre-cooking the bacon. So that's what that is all for. I'm waiting for Pepper. You've probably just heard her, Michelle. I just accidentally stood on her foot. So, hello, Katie. You need cardboard boxes on the floor. Yeah, I know. Kirsty says we have a lot of strimming to do. Ah, okay. Strimming, which is UK speak for brush cutting. In Australia, they call it brush cutting. But I know what strimming is because, you know, UK ancestry and all. Right, let us. So yeah, this is how much bacon we've got. diced, and I think that's plenty for 4 pies. So we've ended up using 2 rashers of bacon, and now what we need is a fry pan. So let us put the bacon in the fry pan. And then we can turn this around. Yeah, there's a cat. Hello, Truffle. Hello, Truffle. All right. And start cooking it. Honestly, there's a lot of cat activity today, isn't there? Yes, there are, darling. Yes. Hello. Yes. Okay. So, you brush cut today. There is NB Rider 1. Hello, my friend. Oh. Okay. NB Rider 1. Now I remember VL Catman was David. Oh, and you're not Jacob. No, I'm sorry, my love. You're going to have to tell me again what your name is. It usually takes me 2 or 3 weeks to really get a name in here. So I'm sorry. But I hope you got a lot of, Devon, that's right. It's Devon. How could I forget Devon? I've got family in Devon. Different type of Devon, clearly. All right. Thank you, Devon. And I do apologise that I forgot. All right, so we are pre-cooking our bacon for our bacon and egg pies. Oh, look, you've got 2 cats now. So you've got Fudge and Truffle. Fudge and Truffle. There we go. Susan says, I just shared this video live to my channel. I'm going to head down and grab some food. All right then, Emily, not a problem. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your food. Meow, says Nicholas. Indeed. Stephanie, is Blonde Travelling Gypsy here? Well, welcome in, Stephanie. Oh, there you are. There you are, my love. I hope you're well. I'm guessing you and hubby are on the road this morning, or actually this evening. So they take it in turn. One person drives and the other one sits in the back as a bit of a rest. And clearly, oh, Mike, thank you, my love. How do I do that? Can I like? I don't know. Thank you, Mike. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing. Yes. And Mike's Adventure Sparks has been a member for 1 month. Thank you very much, Mike. Stephanie says we are for the moment. Once we're done with this run, we will be off until Tuesday. That's wonderful, Stephanie. You must enjoy the time that you get to spend not in the truck as well. So it'd be nice to have a few days off. So we're just stirring up the diced bacon. Now we're not going to take the bacon, we're not going to get it super crispy. Okay, we don't want it super crispy because of course it's going to be going into the oven to bake. And if you overcook it now, it'll be really overcooked by the time it comes out of the oven. So we're just going to sort of start it off, really. Everyone is saying hello to Mike. And Mike, thank you so much for the super chat. How wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Mike's Adventure Sparks. If you don't know his channel, please go check him out. He has some wonderful adventures on his channel. I will admit I haven't caught up on your last video, Mike. So I must go do that. But, oh, magnificent adventures. Honestly, the things he gets up to. Yes, go check him out. Lovely, lovely man. CL is here as well. Everyone's saying hi to everyone else. Just to let you know, the electric pump needs to be switched off when you get a moment. Alright, so I reckon the bacon's almost done. Alright. One doggy. Alright, one doggy, there we go. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Lovely. All right. So we shall take this off, pop it over here. Actually, I won't. I'll pop it over here. All right. So my daughter has... Oh, Devon's got to jump out. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Devon, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it very much. I hope you have a lovely evening, whatever it is you're getting up to. Because our top water tank, which I was telling you about before, got drained, we're running off a different tank, the ones behind the shed. So we do have access to water, but those tanks run on an electric pump. Now, what that electric pump is supposed to do is, let's say I turn on a tap, the electric pump would kick in, the water would work, and then when you turn the tap off, the pump turns off. Or you flush the toilet, the pump would kick in, the water would run, and then when the toilet fills, the pump in the shed would switch off. So it's not running constantly, it just sort of turns on and off as you use the water. Well, our pump isn't switching off by itself, so we can't just leave it on. So if we run the washing, so we've got access to water, but if we turn it on, have a shower, run the dishwasher, flush the toilets, do a load of washing, and then we go out there and we're turning the electric pump off. So yeah, my daughter just went out and turned the electric pump off because the dishwasher had done its thing. And now I can give her the dog. One doggy. There we go. Enjoy. Alrighty. So, where were we, my friends? Where were we? Katie's kitchen. Oh man, that Jester would run up your electricity bill by flushing the toilet. Oh no. Well, yes. I guess it would. But the pump switched off now, Katie. So we're all good. We're all good. Let me see. Okay, so now that I have passed the dog back off to my daughter, let me show you. So there's the bacon. So it's been crisped up a little bit, but it's not super crispy. So there we go. We put that there. Then we flip over the chopping board. We turn that back around. And the next thing we are going to do, sanitize my hands. Oh, you had to join to see the bacon and egg pie. Live with Gen X. Oh, hello, my love. Welcome in. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I think it's your first time here, isn't it? So I'm doing 4 individual pies. These are the pie dishes. They've already been greased. These pie dishes are 14 centimeters across, 10 centimeters wide, and 4 centimeters deep. I will put that in the description after the live as well, the size of the pie dishes that I'm using. So I'm going to put that there. And now we prepare our pastry. So these bacon and egg pies we're doing, I did mention it earlier in the live, but for anyone who's just popped in, they're not going to have lids on them. And we are not blind baking the pastry because we have pre-cooked the bacon, which will be going in. So here's our first one done. Oh, just works. I do love these pie dishes. I've had them for so long. I think I was like in my 20s or 30s when I bought these things. They're so handy. All right. Ooh. Here we go. There's the next piece all cut out. And we just plop it on. And then you push it in. Form it around. Because the pie dish has been oiled, it's easy to maneuver. You can see you can do that and you sort of get it so it's sort of pressed into the sides a little bit. There we go. And the next one is now done. Kirsty, thank you very much for putting live with Gen X values, putting up the link. Thank you very much for doing that. Kirsty is such a god. Live with Gen X values. I've been here once before, Susan. I'm glad I got to catch you live again. I wasn't sure, you know, I thought you had, but then I know that I get to see you as well on other people's lives. And I was thinking, have I seen you on mine or did I see you on Dora's? But thank you for coming back. That's wonderful. I hope you're doing well. Whoops. Didn't cut that particularly well, did I? All right. So again, we're cutting out the shape. Using the pie dish as a template. So there's one. And I mean, an egg and bacon pie, it's such an easy thing to make. It really is. I mean, if you can fry bacon and crack an egg, then you can do this. I remember a very, very long time ago now, in high school, at home economics class. We used to have home economics classes back in the day. And in home economics, one of the very, very first things they taught us to make in class was an egg and bacon pie. And I remember I was so impressed with myself. Now, I would have been in Form 3, they called it then. So I would have been 14 maybe, or 15 years old. And I was so impressed with myself because I had made this incredible pie. And of course, the way it worked in home economics is that the home economics classes that I took were in the lead up to our lunch break. So basically the deal was that what you made in home economics was your lunch for the day. And so I was so impressed with myself for making this bacon and egg pie, but I was incredibly disappointed because, of course, I didn't have anything to take home and show my mum. And I was telling her all about this amazing pie that I'd done. And so a couple of weeks later, my mum got me to do it again because I was just so disappointed that I hadn't been able to show her my bacon and egg pie. So I got to cook a bacon and egg pie for my mum and dad. And I think that was probably one of the very first things. It was certainly one of the very first things we ever cooked in home economics at school. But I think it was probably one of the very first things I ever cooked for my parents. So yeah, it's definitely got some nostalgia there for me. Now let me just catch up with this. Blonde says, I'm not going to be ignoring everyone. I'm just going to be driving, so I'm not going to be able to see the chat. Not a problem, Stephanie. You drive safely on those roads. All right, thank you, Ace. All right, that's easy. Ace, yes, very much. Love your work, Ace. Ace is such a wonderful person. I mean, everyone in the chat is a wonderful person. We have such a wonderful, amazing community. All right, so we now have 4 pie dishes ready to go. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to just give them a little prick with a fork. Do 4 of them. Honestly, I'm not even entirely sure why I do that. It's just I've always done it, so I've just kept doing it. Katie might be able to tell me. All right, animal lover, hello, my dear. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, so the pie cases are done. The bacon is done. Now, the next thing we have to do is we are going to whisk together 5 eggs. We are going to add to them some cream, 100 to 125 ml of cream, and we can also add to that some grated cheese. Now, not everyone likes to add the cheese, but I am obsessed with cheese. So we are adding the cheese. I will need a grater. I will need a grater for the cheese. Put that there, put that there. Alrighty, 5 eggs. let's start cracking eggs. Now these are some of my preserved eggs from the spring. Today we have 2 white ones and 2 blue ones and a green one. So there we go. Let's get them done. Whoops, almost lost one off the edge of the bench. What I'm going to do is I crack each one into a cup. There's one, that's fine. So that can go into the bowl. 1. 2. Jesper has returned. 3. Just give me a moment and I can catch up with the chat. Oh, lovely. Thought I was going to get some shell into that one, but no shell, which is lovely. It's always a hassle when you've got to try and dig the shell out. All right, there's our 5 eggs. Done. Put them in there to get them out of the way. Right, 5 eggs done. Oh, is Jay Sparky here? Hello, hello, Jay. Let me put my glasses on. Multicolored eggs, very interesting. Oh, thank you. I have different breeds of chickens. So the Isa Browns lay brown or tan coloured eggs. And then I have some Leghorns, which lay the white eggs. And I also have Aracanas, which lay blue and green eggs. So, yeah, I've always got a little bit of a variety. I just think it's a bit of fun. I like seeing all the different colours. Nature's an incredible thing, isn't it? All right, so 5 eggs. To the 5 eggs, we are going to add our cream. So we want 100 to 125 ml of cream. Actually, I'll do it this way. Come here, you. All right. 100. There we are. Done. Cream. There's our cream. So we add the cream to the eggs, like so. And then we are going to grate some cheese. So let me grab some cheese. Get these out of the way momentarily. What is, everyone is saying hello to Jay Sparky. Cheese it up. Cheese it up, says Jay. Yes, indeed I will, my love. Moo juice. Yes. Well, it's cream that I'm using rather than milk. Some people do use milk, and that's fine, I suppose. But I've always done it with cream. Oh, didn't think that through. We'll put that there. There you go. We'll do that. Do that. Okay. So we're going to be adding like a handful of cheese. So maybe a cup. I mean, I just eyeball it. It's one of the reasons why I do my, I update my recipe in the description after the live has finished, because things that I've made before, I don't refer to recipes as a rule. I just sort of make them. And yeah, I don't always know the quantities. I have done a lot of cheese. That's probably more than a handful and more than a cup. You don't need that much. I've just gone a bit mad and done extra. Oh, you see a cat head. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we've had a few cats this morning, sort of drifting in and out of the live. Now, the other thing we need to do, of course, is to turn the oven on. Now, I know I used that oven, the wood stove, to do the bacon. But my ability to run a live stream and bake things in the wood stove is not always the best. In a wood stove, because they're not fan forced, and of course you've got a firebox off to one side, you have to constantly turn whatever you're baking every few minutes, and it's a big ask. So especially when you're trying to do a live as well and juggle cats and dogs, and so electric oven it is. Right, lots of cheese. We've got lots of cheese. Fudge will have the extras. Oh yeah, look, okay, Katie, I can probably give Fudge a bit of cheese. Need 50 subs, says Nicholas. We'll get you there, my love. Now, cheese, yes. So let me measure this. Let's see if I can measure it, and we'll work out how much cheese we put in. What is a handful, really? Right, so a handful. A good handful of cheese is that, in my opinion. 51. All right. So roughly 50 grams of cheese for me is a handful, which means that all this is left over for the carbonara this evening. So yay. All right. 5 eggs, 125 ml of cream, 50 grams, which is a good handful, a very good handful of grated cheese. And then to that, we are going to add our bacon, and we are going to add salt and pepper. Now, you're not going to need a lot of salt, because bacon itself is salty. If I was really clever, I would have whisked all that up before I added the bacon, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's doing what it's meant to, and that's what's important. Oh, such a beautiful colour. Nothing like the gold that you get with home laid eggs. The gold is just so vivid. All right, so that's done. We'll get some pepper and some salt. There we go. What lots of pepper. Love my pepper. Oh. Do you reckon that's enough? It's probably enough. Oh yes, that's a lot of pepper. Magnificent. Gotta love it. And then pink Himalayan salt. That'll do it. Like I said earlier, the bacon is very salty. Bacon is very salty. You're not going to need to add a lot of salt to it. Oh, is Chris going? Good night, Chris. I hope you sleep well, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. All right. So, that's really all we need to do. Jay Sparky says, all these people are subbing to Nicholas because he's trying to get 50 subs so he can do his first live stream. So you're almost there, my friend, I'm sure. I think a long time ago, Nicholas, I was your first ever sub. I was your first sub. I've never forgotten that. I put a couple of handfuls of cheese. Yeah, maybe I should. Oh, look, I could sprinkle a little bit on the top too, Stephanie. So I might do that with it because you can never have too much cheese. Never have too much cheese. Yeah, see, look. Wife of Gen X, she agrees with me. Oh, sorry. I don't actually know your name, so I just automatically called you a she. I do apologise. If you have a name that you'd rather us call you, feel free to put it in the chat. Oh, hearts to Susan from Nicholas. Thank you. Oh, you're getting hungry, Stephanie. I'm sitting here getting hungry listening. All right. So I might let the oven come up to temperature. Now, with the oven, with the temperatures, it is I have set the oven to 190 Celsius, which is 375 Fahrenheit, and then we will be baking them for 30 to 35 minutes. My doctor has asked me to lay off cheese because of my cholesterol. Oh no. Yeah, that sounds awful. I don't know how I'd cope. Honestly, I really don't. I love my dairy. I love cheese and eggs and cream and milk and ice cream, yogurt. I love all dairy food. Absolutely obsessed with it. I mean, life without dairy, can you imagine? I can't imagine. I'm sure some of you could. I can't imagine that life. Michelle says, no, Michigan daffodil. Hello, my friend. Hello from a comfy evening in the middle of the Michigan mitten. Well, welcome in. Welcome in, my friend. It's lovely to meet you. I am Susan. I am in the Alpine region of Victoria in Australia, and it is our winter currently. And over here in Australia, it is a Saturday, and on Saturdays I do an indoor live. So on Tuesdays I do an outdoor live out on the farm, and then Tuesdays I do an indoor live, and we have a lovely community, and we just come together and sit and have a chat around the kitchen table, and we potter in the kitchen and we make food while we just chat and catch up. So it's a lovely community. So I hope you do come back, and I hope you enjoy being here. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're well. Are you well? Oh, menopause is unkind to women. Yeah. Lactose intolerant, says Nicholas. Moni is saying hello to Michigan daffodil. I must say too, daffodils are like my ultimate favourite flower, I think. I do love daffodils. All right. Well, I'm waiting for the oven to come up to temperature because I don't want the filling, because the filling is quite, because of course we've added the cream and everything. I'll see if I could show you without like spilling it. It's quite liquidy. And I don't want it to soak into the pastry. So I'm just letting the oven come up to temperature, and then what I'll do is I'll pour them and put them straight in. What I'm also going to do, to make it easy to carry them, I'm going to put them on this. Now, normally, of course, I would be filling it over there so I don't have to carry them as far. But we'll put them on here. And even though I'm using an electric oven, I think what I will do is halfway through the cooking process, I'm going to turn them around so they don't get overly cooked on one side. But it shouldn't be too long now. All righty. Jay Sparky says, I chose to keep eating cheese and get more exercise. Yeah, yep. So everyone was saying hello to Michigan Daffodil. Michigan, greetings from Boston, says Jay Sparky. Yes, indeed, life is well, says Michigan. We will have a quiet weekend, blessed if all goes as planned. Oh, I do hope so. That would be lovely. I do like a nice, quiet, peaceful weekend. Is it like a quiche texture? Yes, it is, Moni, yes. Yeah. Sloth Fuel Gaming, congratulations on full monetization. Thank you very much. Yes, I got there on Wednesday last week. So, and because YouTube takes a few days to, do all their checks and balances and things. So it actually, I got enough hours on the 7th of August, but I only found out on Wednesday just gone that we'd got there. It was official. So very exciting. It's very exciting. It's taken, let me think. I started my channel, it was in April 2 years ago. So April, May, June, July, August, 2 years and 4 months to get the full monetization. I got 3,000 watch hours on the 1st of June. So yeah, I got 3,000 watch hours on the 1st of June, and then on the 7th of August, I got the 4,000. So very exciting. Who's going to be next? Is it going to be Kirsty and Dean? Oh, Michigan Daffodil says, I made homemade egg, bacon, cheese sandwiches on store-bought English muffins today for my husband. That sounds yummy. That sounds very nice. I must say, anything with egg, bacon and cheese, you know, I'm there. I'm there. Right, the light has gone off in the oven. So what I'm going to do now is, I wonder if I should use Should I use a ladle? I don't know. All right, we'll put that there. So I'm going to ladle this in. Now, of course, the filling will rise in the oven. So you don't fill them to the very top. Okay, you want to like 3/4 fill them, or else they'll go over the top. Oh, just enough, just enough. God, I'm good. There we go. And I think I might do a sprinkle of parsley. Parsley or Italian herbs. Yeah. All right. We are going to put an Italian herb blend and sprinkle it on the top. Now, the Italian herb blend is marjoram, basil, capsicum, rosemary and oregano, parsley and thyme. So it's a blend, it's a herb blend. You put whatever herbs you like on the top. So we go sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you may not want herbs at all. It's completely up to you, isn't it? So I've got a nice mixture of herbs. Michigan Daffodils is very comfy sweater. I see we will be wearing comfy sweaters in a few months for our winter. I know I love this jumper. I do love my jumpers. Hearts, I make 6 at a time. He takes them to work for breakfast. He is semi-retired. So they last a while due to not many shifts work. Ah, okay. And Michigan Daffodil says the herbs sound nice. They do, don't they? Let me I'll try and bring you over here just so I can show everyone. So there's the herbs that I sprinkled on the top, and you can see how much I've filled them. So there is a bit of room there for the filling to expand, hopefully, without going over the top. And I have been very generous with the herbs. So we'll do that. And then what we're going to do next is sprinkle a bit of cheese, just a bit of cheese, because I don't usually do a sprinkle of cheese. So we're going to do a sprinkle of cheese on the top. Like so. Get a bit more. There's a little bit more here. We'll put a bit more on that one, I reckon. Oops, a bit there. Doing it with one hand while I hold the camera. Do that. A little bit more. Do that. So there we go. That's them. What do you reckon? I think they're going to come out beautifully. So now all I have to do is flip the camera around again, pop you down, and then we can put them into the oven. Pardon me. All righty. So we need to bake these for 30 minutes to 35, 30 to 35 minutes. So I'll set the timer for 30 minutes and then we'll check them and see how they're doing. There you go. Now, I know we've been busy chatting, but if we hadn't have been chatting, it's actually quite a simple process. It doesn't take a lot of work to do. Yeah, the cats are having a standoff. There we go. It doesn't take a lot of work, really. So that is fantastic. They're so quick and easy to make. Yum, says Nicholas. Alex, yes, they do, says Michigan Daffodil. Oh, Alexander Lapp, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Michigan Daffodil says, much healthier than Pop-Tarts, lol, or sugar-filled cereal. Oh, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Hart says we have 202 hours left for partial. Is that all? Wow. Okay, well, we're going to get you there. Kirsty from Hart's Humble Homestead only needs 202 hours to get to partial monetization, which is 3,000 watch hours. What is she making? I have missed it. Egg and bacon pie. Moni, yes, Moni got in there and said, thank you very much for that. Oh, well, now we wait. I suppose I should do a little bit of a cleanup. Oh yeah, I'll be watching all your videos all over again. I mean, look, Kirsty and Dean, their videos and their lives now too, absolutely fantastic. It's like a gold mine of incredible information. If anyone who is here in this chat is interested in trying to sort of save money by doing things a little bit more self-sufficiently, or to eat healthier and more wholesome by growing things that you can yourself, it's well worth going across and having a look. It's sort of similar to what I'm doing here, but, you know, they manage to have the time to put more videos out than I can do. But similar philosophy, and really they have amazing content. They've just recently started doing lives, and I think you've done, what, 2 or 3 lives now? I think it's 3. And yeah, they're just, yeah, a lovely couple, a lovely, lovely couple. Check them out. They only need 202 watch hours to go. What is, it's Hart's Humble Homestead, Michigan Daffodil. So you see Hart's there in the blue. So she is a mod, and I am sure Kirsty is about to put her own link up, aren't you? Thank you, says Michigan Daffodil. There is Barbara, BA2993. Hello, Barbara. I'm loving this recipe. I like the sweet and savoury pies. Custard pie is one of my all-time favourites for desserts, but I love a quiche-like dish too, like this one. Well, thank you very much. It's incredibly easy. Moni says, I'm allergic to chemicals and preservatives, so I've been cooking from scratch since 1999. Yeah, and I bet your health is all the better for it too. All right, so welcome in, Barbara. It's good to see you. Kirsty has, no, she hasn't. Ace has put up Kirsty's channel link. Thank you very much, Ace. Such a wonderful, wonderful person. All right, so let me swing you around this way for a little bit. We need to have a little bit of a tidy up. Oh, little bits of cheese left over. You can't waste cheese, can you? It's like sacrilege. All right, cheese. Done. So what we're going to do now is have a bit of a tidy up. Make sure everything's tidy so we can go outside. You've got to make sure everything is fixed up in such a way that there's nothing for the cats. It's very important that you do that, because anything you leave in your kitchen, the cats are going to find it. So do that, have some water. Water, very important stuff. Alrighty, put that there. That goes in the fridge, that goes in the fridge. A bit of leftover bacon, I'm going to use that for a carbonara for dinner tonight, so I'll put that in the fridge. Alrighty. Now, I think we've sort of tidied up. Put that in there. Turn the fry pan upside down until I get back. Finish my water. Put that there, because I'll have to check that out too, of course. And I think really the only thing we have left to do now is to go outside for a few minutes. We've got 22 thumbs up. Thank you everyone for the 22 thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Happy Friday from the US, says Barbara. Happy Friday to you, Barbara, and Kirsty, and in fact, probably to most of you, really, apart from Nicholas. Chris Wilson is here. How are you feeling, Susan? I hope you're feeling better. Where is Jasper at? Let me show you Jasper. All right. So, where is he? Okay, he's there. All right, so do that. Okay, there he is, our little man. He's sitting there watching. Aren't you, darling? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's such a good boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes. Alexander says, I am walking a dog, so it's really hard to send messages now. Yes, I can understand that. Oh, yes, Jasper. All right, hang on. This is his new latest hobby, is licking the floor around the edges of the benches. It is one thing about getting a puppy, your floors become amazingly clean. Don't they, darling? Amazingly clean benches. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There's Larry. Larry has come into the chat as well. Hello. 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 There we go. Can we get your nose to do a close-up of your nose? There we go. There he is. There he is. Okay. That's a Maisie Moo hobby too, is it? My previous dog was a Hungarian Vizsla, and I don't remember her ever doing that. Oh, my little man. You're my little man. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, I've lost him. Now, I think it's time we head outside for a few minutes. So, let's see how they're looking through the oven. Oh, look at them. Can you see them? They're looking very nice. the cream measuring cup. Oh, yummy. I can't wait. Looking very nice. But we have a few minutes. How many minutes have we got? Okay. We have 20 minutes. So I think we'll head outside. There we go. Outside. Trying to carry everything. Okay. I was holding the timer in my mouth. Did you see the rabbit? There was a rabbit. There's a wombat hole. And yeah, a rabbit just came out from under that lavender. And here, for Michigan daffodil, because you've not seen it before, here's the view from my front veranda. See, here's my front veranda. It's a little bit scruff at the moment. But there we go. That's it. You saw him, Katie. Katie saw the rabbit. It's beautiful, says Michigan daffodil. It is. It really is. Now down there on the horizon are some of the sheep, and mingled in amongst the sheep are some deer. So there's lots of fallow and sambar deer down there as well. So we'll come along to our chair where we like to sit. Oh, here we go. Nice spot in the sun. Ah, well, this is very nice. This is very nice. Just hear the magpies. It's stunning, says Barbara. It really is. It really is. I'm so blessed. The only time I don't really feel blessed is in summer. You know, bushfire season is always incredibly scary. Is it? Oh, gosh, yes, Moni. Yep, still too muddy. My driveway, which goes down there and then it goes down a big hill, it's over a mile long and it's very steep and very windy. And so all the water runs down the hill. And there's springs have popped up along that driveway as well. So, yes, it will probably, I'd probably need almost 3 weeks for the water, sorry, I just knocked the tripod, for the water to stop running down the drive. And then once it gets to that stage, then it needs to not rain long enough for the mud and everything to solidify again. Now, I can't wait that long. I'm going to have to go out next week. So that's going to be really interesting. Let me see if I can zoom you in a bit. Can you see the sheep and the deer? Hey, Miss M is here. Hello, Miss M. Oh, pardon me. Miss M says, I just wanted to stop by and say, hey, hello, my love. I hope you're well. So, yes, you can see the sheep here, and then the big white ones are the sheep, and then over here on the horizon are a big herd of deer, but it's not really letting me zoom in that far. You'll just have to trust me. They're there. There's like about 20 of them. Kirsty says, we have had emergency text messages today. Lots of wildfires with the lack of rain. Oh, Kirsty, no, that's terrible. And it's not a place like the UK just aren't really set up for that sort of thing either, really, are they? Oh, you can see the deer in the back. Barbara says she could see the deer. Can everyone see the deer? Miss M says, I'm just okay. Oh, honey. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're not worse than just okay, but everyone loves you. You know, everyone loves you. And you're often in our thoughts. You're certainly often in my thoughts. So I hope you're well. I hope you come good and you feel better. Moni says Canada, BC is on fire again too. Oh no. Yeah, the fires here, they've got quite close. They've got onto this property several times. Occasionally you'll get a summer where you don't get a bushfire somewhere in the state. They're not always close to us, but sometimes they are. And yeah, they're scary. Last summer, we packed. We were all ready to go. There's the cows. We were all ready to go to evacuate. But then what happened was they ended up closing some of the roads. So we were almost at a point where everywhere we were going to go, our plan A, our plan B, our plan C, everywhere was on fire. So a lot of the roads were closed. But look, we were incredibly lucky. Not everyone was. There was a lot of houses lost. Which is not nice. It's never nice. The loss of lives, the loss of houses, homes, memories, pets, livestock, businesses. And then, of course, is the toll on the natural environment too, the trees and all the animals and the birds, the wild animals and birds, you know. It's a horrible thing, fire. And I have to say that, you know, with how dry it's been in the northern hemisphere while we've been having our winter, you know, you guys have been sweltering, absolutely sweltering. And it is very concerning to see that, because I'm really worried about what's going to happen here. Last summer was very concerning for us. So I suspect that this summer is probably going to be worse. Oh, thank you, Kirsty. No, it didn't flip. Try it again. Oh no, my phone's not flipping. There we go. There we go. Now you can see me. Now I can see you. Oh, I need to raise the tripod a bit, don't I? Let me raise you all up a bit. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, but I must say, a nice sunny day like this in winter is very pleasant. I do enjoy the odd sunny day, but I don't do heat well at all. The El Nino effect, yes, Joy, that is absolutely right. And Alexander Lapp, what was it Alexander just said there? The smoke is bad too, especially if you already have a breathing problem. Yes, yes. Well, and I guess that's the other reason too why I'm a bit concerned about this 20,000 litre water tank of ours that got drained. Not good timing. I mean, look, it's not summer yet, of course. But yeah, you don't want to be going into summer with empty water tanks. Not only because you need water yourself, you know, for drinking and doing laundry and things like that, but your animals, they still keep drinking. And if there are fires, well, you need to have as much water on hand as possible to try and at least save, pardon me, save your homestead itself, if nothing else. Ooh, 10 minutes, and we're going to be able to check our egg and bacon pies. But in the meantime, I thought it would be lovely to sit out here and just have a bit of a catch up. We have 19 in the house. That is lovely. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, as you can see, I've still got a bit of a cough. Now this week, today in fact, today is the 15th here in Australia, which means I will be putting my next Buy Me a Coffee article out this afternoon. The next one, what was it about? Oh, I didn't really like that one very much. It was actually a story about how you cope when you're sick and you still got to keep running a homestead. It wasn't like a woe is me type of thing, but, you know, life goes on. You've got to sort of keep doing things, don't you? Even if you are sick, you can't just sort of stop. So it was a story about that, but I don't know if I even want to put that one on Buy Me a Coffee. Maybe I should find another one. Hello, Truffy. Truffy, my friend. How are you? Truffy is a local to the district. And so no doubt Truffy is enjoying this lovely, a monetized stream. Yes, it is. It is my first one. Truffy, no doubt, is enjoying this wonderful winter's day as well. It is nice. It is nice to enjoy a bit of sun. Oh, you're in a Chuka. Nice. It's a beautiful day. I bet it is. There is a bit of cloud cover coming in, but I don't mind. I don't mind having a bit of a sunny day. But I do prefer cooler weather. So one of the great things about living up here in the high country is that the summers, of course, last summer was an exception. It was incredibly hot. But the summers, for the most part, you do get hot days, but nowhere near as hot as, say, you would get if you were living in Mansfield, which is our nearest town, or as hot as it would be in one of the big cities like Melbourne. Hi all, says Truffy. Everyone's saying hello to Truffy is saying hi to everyone, and everyone is saying hi to Truffy. And Truffy's link has been shared. Thank you very much for doing that. But yeah, it's a lot cooler. So, and I love that about being up here. I guess, you know, that's the good side, and the bad side is you get bushfires. So I think everywhere has its advantages and its disadvantages. Coffee Mama! Hello, sweetheart. How wonderful to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I have been sick. I'm still a little bit snuffly. Coming up to 7 weeks now that I've been sick. But this week, the last probably 4 or 5 days, I do feel like I'm starting to get better. And I'm so relieved because this has just dragged on for so long. So I've still got a bit of a cough. And, you know, sometimes during the day I get a bit snuffly. But it's improving. But I do hope you're well. I hope you're well, my love. Oh, and we've been making egg and bacon pies this morning, Coffee Mama. So they're in the oven inside at the moment. And we just thought we'd come out and have a little bit of a chat while we wait for them to cook and do their thing. So, what was I about to say? Yes, I was talking about the Buy Me a Coffee. So I will be putting something up this afternoon. I haven't done it yet. I don't know whether to put the one about being sick on the homestead up or whether to skip it and just move on to the next one. That's right, Joy. No place is perfect. Yeah. I don't think, unless you're talking about the kingdom of heaven, no place is perfect. Every place you go to is going to have its advantages and its disadvantages, So, and that's part of life, isn't it? Sort of getting that balance right for you. What's a good balance for me mightn't be a good balance for someone else. Everyone has their own thing, their own likes, their own dislikes, their own needs, and so forth. So, and if you're lucky, you get to work out what that balance is so that it works efficiently for you in your life. Oh, wow. Okay. 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the pies are supposed to come out the oven, or at least be checked. Well, I did say I was going to turn them. I wonder if I flip you round. Can I do that? Can I do that? Okay. What I might do, I'm going to pop you there for 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. And I'm going to race inside. Oh, yes, I am feeling a bit better. I'm going to race inside and just turn the pies around, and then I'll race back. So just give me a moment. All right, I'm coming. I'm coming. Must be a bit like one of those silent lives. Actually, do people still do those? Do people still do silent lives? Well, let me turn you around again. There we go. What did I miss out on? No, I didn't. I didn't coffee, Mama. I know I should. Sloth Fuel Gaming says lovely view. Yes, it is a beautiful view. Oh, because you said you're feeling better, the cough comes back. Yeah, it happens. I did try coffee, Mama, but it was like a 4-week wait. It was a long wait. And Joy says, with a view like that and the quiet too, it would be hard to move from there for sure. Hi, cow. Oh, did you see a cow? Where are the cows? The cows are around here. Oh, you probably heard a cow. There they are. There's the cows. There's the cows. And the calves. There's the top hay shed. with the water tank up there that doesn't have water in it anymore. You heard a mop. A mop? What is a mop? Do you have mullein tincture or tea to clear your lungs? Oh, a moo. You heard a moo. Yes, yes, that makes sense. Do I have... No, mullein doesn't actually grow here. Do they have walk-in clinics? No, not here. They don't. There's a couple of doctors' surgeries in town, but you've got to make your appointment. All righty. Yes, 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 I hear you. Shh. All right, let's go and get these pies. I think you're going to be a bit stunned with how they look. I know I certainly was. They've grown significantly. That's going to be the new veggie garden. All that space there, see, it's all fenced off, 50 metres by 30 metres. So we're going to be growing all our food in there. Let me turn you around. Actually, yeah. Alrighty, we're in. We are in. We're going to go this way. There's the kitty. Oh no. There's the kitty. Hello, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Okay. Whoops. Now what are you looking at? All right, there we go. There we go. Pop you down. And Kirsty says hello to Truffle, but we've got to get these things out of the oven. Okay. Where can I? Okay, here we go. All right. Bring you here, and then we'll turn you around. There we go. Look at that one at the back. Woo. You see the profile on them. So see, that's why you don't fill them to the top, because they do rise significantly. Now they will drop, of course, as they cool, especially this one here and the other one. These two here on this side, that's the hotter side of the electric oven, even though technically it's not supposed to have a hot side, but it does, clearly. But yeah, don't they look lovely? Perfectly baked. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I'll have to get a photo. Can we get a photo, do you reckon? Now, what we need to do, though, is we need to wait probably about 5 or 10 minutes before we can try one. Perfect. They look fabulous. They certainly do. Yummy, 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 yummy. So Kirsty says yum, and Michigan Daffodil says yum, and Moni says yummy. Life with Gen X Values says perfectly baked. Katie says, oh, my kiddo would eat 2. I think I'm probably going to eat 2 as well. Barbara says perfect, they look fabulous. And Ace is excited as well. Oh yes, no, I do. I always do a taste test. So anything that we cook on our live, we always eat. But we just need to wait 5 or 10 minutes to let them cool down a little bit, because there's no way that I could eat them straight out of the oven. I think they're going to be incredibly hot. So I think really the only thing I can do while we wait that 5 or 10 minutes is, wow, that oven's hot. Okay. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Woo! Yep, that's hot. Can you see the... No, you can't. There's a cat in the way. Alrighty. Turn that down. We are going to put the kettle on and make a cup of coffee. And then by the time I've made the coffee, I think the pies will be absolutely perfect and ready to go. And I'm very excited to try them. I think they're going to be yummy. Ah, the kettle's starting to boil already. That didn't take long. Okay. Oh, Joy says the mowing is done and now it's time for a shower. Good night, all. Oh, Joy, I'm so glad you got all your mowing done. Well done. It's always a nice thing. It's a nice job doing the mowing because it's instant. You can mow and then just stand back and have a look at it and go, gee, that looks wonderful. It's not like planting a seed where you plant your seed and then it it's got to grow and it's got to germinate and then it's got to grow and all that sort of thing. Mowing a lawn or a driveway is like instant satisfaction. Like as soon as you've done it, you can stand back and have a look and go, wow, that looks really good. So well done, Joy. Well done. I hope you sleep well. Kitty is censoring the live. I know she often does, Katie. She often does. But I'm going to make this cuppa. I want a cup of coffee. Where is my little cup? Right. I actually did make myself a cup of coffee earlier this morning and then I got busy doing things and it went cold, so I never actually got it. Yes, I hear you. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. You know, I usually have my coffee black, but I think today, just because I can, I'm going to put some cream in it. Where's the cream? There it is. I'm going to put cream in it. I do like the texture of coffee with cream. Oh, those pies look amazing. Put a bit of cream in. I'll have to take a photo. Hang on a minute. Okay. I've got my old phone here. Doesn't connect to the internet anymore, but the camera works. So I'll take a photo of them. Oh, look at that. Yes, very nice. Alrighty, so do you think it's been 5 or 10 minutes yet? Oh, lovely. I like coffee with just cream if I'm having something sweet with it. Me too, Katie, yes. I'll put the cream away. I need a spoon. I hardly ever have coffee with cream. Years ago, when I was in my 20s, I used to have coffee with milk and sugar. I always had one sugar because my parents had their coffee white and one. And so that's what I did as well. But then after a few years, I decided I didn't really like the sugar added to it. So I stopped with the sugar, and then I probably stopped having milk or cream in my coffee, oh, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But every now and then, I just want that bit of dairy added to it. All right. Kirsty's got the kettle emoji up. I'm going to have a sip. Oh, yes, very nice. Got my cuppa. Now, are you going to have a bacon and egg pie? Yes. Do you want tomato sauce with it? Yeah. Tomato sauce, of course, is what we call ketchup. So, for those of you who have no idea what I just said, it's ketchup. All righty. Get the plates out. Pass the ketchup, says Moni. Especially fresh dairy cream. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. So I think they've been in there. I might get a cooling rack too. So got the cooling rack, and where's the tomato ketchup gone? Tomato sauce. Okay, here we go. Okay. We have one cooling rack. Oops. Let's adjust you. Can I adjust you? Do that. There we go. Hello, Kitty. It's all happening, isn't it? No, that's coffee. You won't like that. All right. Oh, look at the bottom too. Beautiful. Look at that. Perfectly golden. And they're all perfectly golden. Yep, all perfectly golden. Wow. Isn't that sensational? I'm really pleased with how they turned out. It has been a fair while since I've made them. Beautiful pastry. Yes. Thank you, Kirsty. No ketchup at breakfast for this American. Lol, gorgeous, will be delicious. Yeah, but they will be, you're right. But it is 11:30 now, so technically, it is, in fact, brunch. It is brunch. Let's do that. Lovely. It's for the Facebook page. What can I say? High Country Homestead Facebook. Always got to put updates. Now, do you want me to pick which one, or you want to pick your own? Yep, okay. You're like mega hungry? Okay. So you want a really bulbous one? All right. The bulbous one with tomato sauce. Our homemade, yummy. That looks wonderful. Let me show you how it looks. Oh, there we go. Ta-da. All right, and now we get to do mine. It's brunch. It certainly is brunch. Okay, here we go. Enjoy. Now, which one will I have? I'll have that one because it's a bit mangled. Marichub, hello. Hello, hello, my friend. How are you? We've just made bacon and egg pies. Okay. With our homemade tomato ketchup. Which we did on a live, of course, it was probably a few months ago now. All right. Okay. Oh, they turned out worthy of a cooking magazine. See, now that's what I wanted to hear, Barbara. That's what I wanted to hear. Now you can't see, can you? Let me drop the camera down just a little bit, like that. All right. Oh, hear that lovely crunch. Oh, wow. Yummy, yummy, yummy. There we go. Just look at that. Look at that. Doesn't it look sensational? Here come the inspectors, says Katie. Oh, crispy, flaky crunch. Yes, indeed. All right. So let me try. What do you think? Yep. Very nice. So can you see the filling? You're hungry for breakfast food now. Oh, there we go. It's turned out very well. And that's always a bonus, isn't it? I know a few weeks ago I made some pasties, and I made 4, like we've made 4 pies today. And my daughter and I, we had 1 each at the time, and then 2 went into the freezer. But they were so yummy, we ended up doing a second batch. And I think I might have to do something similar and do some more, so that way we'll have 6 pasties and 6 pies squirreled away in the freezer. It's so good. The pastry is so crispy, and the filling is nice and light. And yeah, I mean, everything is cooked through perfectly, absolutely perfectly. I'm really pleased with it. Do you mean the clock? The clock sounds lovely. Oh, the crunch. The crunch, yes, the crunch does sound lovely. Sorry, some people comment on the clock as well. And the clock just went ding, so. Oh, really? You love pasties. It's very popular in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I'm really pleased to hear that. Well, I always do the traditional Cornish pasties. And so they have onion, potato, and swede. Now, swede is what I think you guys would call rutabaga. So they're the traditional veg. And then I put in the meat that I use is venison, because living here on this big property, we have access to deer meat, as you saw. So we might take down, say, 1 deer a year, and that goes into the freezer, and that's our red meat taken care of. It's cheaper, it's more sustainable, I suppose. Hasn't been pumped full of chemicals like a lot of the beef, a lot of the cattle in factory farming. Yeah, it's free. So for us, at least. Marichups is delicious, but I already fool my tummy. Oh, there's Connor. Hello, Connor. Oh, Kirsty has shared the Cornish pasties live. Thank you, my love. Oh, sour cream and green onions would be a nice add, says Moni. Sour cream. Do you mean in the bacon and egg pie? You know, putting sour cream in it maybe instead of normal cream. That could work. Yeah. I might give that a go next time. Yes, the Cornish pasty, like the beef ones and the veggie ones. Venison would be great. I recently heard of breakfast pasty. Yum too. Oh, okay. Honestly, guys, it's so good. I must say, for any of you who are here just before they went into the oven, I showed you how much of the herbs I sprinkled on the top. Now, I thought that I had been quite heavy-handed with those herbs, but I'm not really tasting them much. Are you? No? I do know that because I've been sick for a little while, it has affected my taste buds. But my daughter says she's not really tasting the herbs all that much either. So you probably could put a fair few more on and it would be perfectly fine. I agree, Moni. Good ideas. As toppings. And Marichub says, everyone, can I ask if I can apply here online work using my phone only? Oh, Connor. Poor Connor. I've got to remember how to even do it. How do I drop memberships again? I did it the other day. Yesterday, Connor was in the Driving Daily live stream. And he was just like, drop me memberships, drop me memberships. And people kept dropping memberships and poor Connor kept missing out. Oh. Once I finish eating, I'll try and drop a membership or two. But I don't actually, I've only ever done it once. I don't even know that I can remember how to do it. Oh, Coffee Mama's got to go. But she says, I hope you feel better soon and that you get checked out. Yes, no, thank you. I will. I will, my love. Connor Burke says, and Tom was the one who dropped the... That's right, it was Tom. I remember now. Well, how do I do it? Oh, Ace has dropped a High Country Homestead gift membership, which has gone to Turkey's Nest. I don't think I know Turkey's Nest, but they must know me clearly. So congratulations, Turkey's Nest. Yay! And thank you, Ace. That was lovely. Right, now let me see if I can work out. If I go to my own channel, I'll just put it on the dining table. All right, so I go to there. One gifted membership. All right, I'm trying to work it out, Connor. So I think I need to go to the live that I'm on. Can I view it on YouTube? So I think I need to view it on YouTube. Is that right? View on YouTube. Yeah. All right. Oh, goodness me, it's going to play ads. I don't know how to do all of that. All right, it's okay. We're learning together. It's playing an ad first. I thought I had the speakers turned down, so let's kill that off. All right. Still working it out. Now, I think I have to go underneath. Is it that one? Show support for engage with my audience. Let's see if I can. No, it's not. Membership gifting. Oh, I don't know if I can work it out. The money symbol. All right, so when I do that, it has membership gifting, buy memberships for viewers. Okay, are we ready, people? I am going to send 5 gifted memberships, and Connor, you better get one. You better get one. Here we go. Oh no. I tried, Connor, I did. I did try. Who got them? All right, so you're allowed to do 10 a month, and I did 5 2 weeks ago. So this is the other 5. So I can't do any more now for probably a week. But we have got 5. One went to 888 Shay, and then Diamond Painting got 1. The Shoops Wood Shop got 1. Shanster Travels got 1. And also the Rugged Northeast got 1. No, that's right, Moni. So, and it's not just me, it's like anyone. So like, for instance, Ace, a few minutes ago, she gifted a membership. Now, YouTube randomly selects the people or channels who are going to get those memberships. And quite often, they might be someone that maybe watches your lives, but as a lurker. So, because a lot of people watch lives, but they never ever come into the chat, you know. So just because you don't know the name doesn't mean that the person isn't familiar with you or your channel or your content. So, Connor, I am sorry. I did try, my love. But in a couple of weeks, when I get another 10, I will try again. You're trying to build up your YouTube channel. Ah. Well, that's good, Connor. Mira Chubb says, "Ma'am, Ace, I'm allowed this membership." Well, I do get to pick. I only had 5 to gift, Mira Chubb, and they're all gifted now, so I can't gift any more memberships for probably a couple of weeks. Otherwise, anyone is, hello, Jasper. Anyone is able to join. Like I believe there's like a join button. No, Jasper. There's a join button. And so people can pay to join and be in the membership. Oh, Michigan Daffodil says, "Good night for now. Have a bleeped weekend." Thank you very much. I hope you have a good night's sleep and a wonderful weekend also, bleeped or otherwise. Everyone is saying good night to Michigan Daffodil. It was so lovely to have you here too. I do hope you come back sometime. It would be lovely to see you. Oh, it's the last bite. Oh, yummy. I really enjoyed that. I really did. That was good. Oh, you already clicked it. Mira Chubb. Did you? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Well, I think really, what do I need to do? I need to finish my coffee. Oh, something to wash it down with. Yes, Katie, they are. Have you ever made an egg and bacon pie, Katie? They used to be, I suppose they're not really as popular now, egg and bacon pies, as they used to be back in the day. I think sort of up until like the 70s, the 1970s and 80s, they were still relatively popular. But I guess with the event of, supermarkets and being able to buy frozen meat pies and things like that, making pies has sort of fallen from favour a little bit. And with that, of course, the good old egg and bacon pie has just sort of disappeared into the background somewhat. So they're not made that often. And even bakeries, A lot of bakeries don't have them anymore. But yeah, very nice. I do think you love making pies, says Kirsty. Katie says, no, she hasn't made an egg and bacon pie before, but she's made quiche. Yeah, similar thing. Quite similar. I mean, I guess the traditional egg and bacon pie would have had like a pastry lid on it. But, Oh, the coffee's nice. Well, how about we head out the front for a few minutes? I'll put the 2 remaining pies on a plate so that the cats don't get them. We'll put them there because I kid you not, if I came back inside and found that those 2 egg and bacon pies had been eaten by cats or a dog or something, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy. What's wrong, Kitty? Oh. Okay. Hang on. Jesper, leave it. Yes. Yes. Good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, yeah, they're cute, aren't they? All right. Let's go out the front for a few minutes. I'll take my coffee. There's a fudge. There's a fudge. All right. We'll head this way. Head this way. I have a dog. All right, hang on. Oh, doggy, doggy, doggy. Come here, doggy, doggy, doggy. Mirachab, yes, I'll get to your question in a minute. All right. Have you got the dog? Yes, you do. Okay. Get the coffee. And if you could push the door shut behind me, that would be grand. All right, we're back outside. Woohoo! All righty. We are back outside. Now, Meritshab had a question for Moni, I think I saw. But you're in the Philippines, Meritshab. So what type of work were you hoping to get? Let me see if I could catch up. Oops. So you're wanting to do online work, are you, Meritshab? I mean, it's really hard with online stuff, I suppose. Oh, hang on, let me turn you around so you can actually see me. There we go. I guess with online stuff, really the only thing you could do would be like, would it be like typing or admin type work, Meritshab? Oh, there you go. Katie's Kitchen has put up a suggestion for Meritshab. Well, thank you very much, Katie, because I wasn't entirely sure myself about that. But yeah, I mean, there would be like admin type stuff online. Oh, Moni says, Marichub, it's not proper to ask. Oh, these on someone else's live. Oh, thank you, Moni. That's okay though, Marichub. Katie has done a suggestion there, and maybe look into that and see if that's able to help you at all. Hopefully it can. Yeah, it's not nice being short of money. I understand what that could be like. I think we all do at some point. We've all had times in our lives where money has just been really hard to come by. So I really feel for you, Marichub. I hope you can find something soon which will help you. Oh, well, what do you think about egg and bacon pie? Did we like it? No, that's fine, Marichub. That's fine. I know you didn't mean anything by it, so it's all good, but yeah. Oh, egg and bacon pie. It looked delicious. It did, didn't it? And now I've got this wonderful coffee to wash it all down. Barb loved it. All good, says Moni. They did look amazing, didn't they? Now, I don't know yet. I did have an idea for next Saturday. What was it though? It was something sweet, of course, because next week is our sweet cooking day. What was it I was going to do? I was considering an apple pie. And I've got a lot of blackberries in the freezer. Because here on the property in the bush, there's a lot of blackberries. And as much as they're a pain, the fruit is lovely. And so in January and February, when they're all fruiting, quite often I'll go and I'll walk around and I'll pick blackberry jam. Yeah, I could do. Kirsty's suggesting apple pies and crumbles. I could do an apple and blackberry crumble. Kookaburras are laughing at me again. I could do an apple and blackberry crumble. Oh, pie. No, I don't want to do a pie because I did a pie this week. It's all right. We'll work it out. We will work it out. But something with apple and blackberry is sounding very interesting, don't you think? There's that wonderful view. Okay, no, that's fine, Marichub. Absolutely, it's okay. It's okay, my love, don't stress. Well, I think I'll have to have a ponder and work out. Oh, Marichub saying thank you to Katie for the suggestions. Well, my friends, as I said, I still don't know quite what I'm going to do next week. But it's quite possible that it's going to be something with apple and or blackberry. Time will tell, will it not? Can you hear those, hear the kookaburras? Oh, there we go. All right, my friends, I think it is time to think about ending the live. This afternoon I will be putting up, well, my afternoon, of course, so probably in about 3 hours from now, I'll be putting up my next Buy Me a Coffee story. The link to that I always put up on my community page. So if you're interested in reading the stories, Buy Me a Coffee is completely free. So if once I post the link, you can click on it and it takes you across to Buy Me a Coffee so you can read the story. And it doesn't cost you anything to do that. So I'll be putting that up in about 3 to 4 hours. Once this live has finished, listen to those birds. Aren't they incredible? I do love kookaburras. Once this live is finished, I will be posting the recipe. Oh, thank you, Kirsty. I will be posting the recipe in the description below the live in about half an hour or so. So the recipe will be there as well. And then also later this afternoon or tomorrow, any photos that have come from this live today will probably end up on the High Country Homestead Facebook page. Alexander Lapp says, I enjoyed what I called the live. I was preoccupied with other things. Oh, that happens. Thank you for being here, my friend. I do appreciate that very much, and I'm glad you got to enjoy what you saw. That's the important thing. So yes, recipe will be in the description in about half an hour. The Buy Me a Coffee will be up in about 3 to 4 hours from now. Tomorrow, the photos from today's live will be on the Facebook page. And I suppose really the only thing left to do now is to thank Kirsty and Ace so very, very much for being the most amazing moderators, answering everyone's questions, putting up my links, your links, everyone's links. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone for taking time out of your Saturday. Oh, thank you, Kirsty. Congratulations again on the monetization. Yes, this is my very first monetized live. Oh, thank you so much, Susan. Much love to you and yours, says Ace. And you also, my dear friend. Yes, I was saying thank you to everyone for taking time out of your weekend to come and sit and spend some time with me here on the homestead. I always enjoy having my friends come in and share a bit of time with me and a bit of social time. It's lovely. It's really lovely. And we have the best community. We really do. We're so blessed. So thank you all very much for being here. If you've enjoyed the live, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, though, you don't need to. I completely get that as well. So it's all good either way. So really, apart from saying, oh, thank you, Barbara. Yes, everyone, I love you all very much. Thank you very much. I hope you all sleep well and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. So I want you to take care, spread kindness, and of course, stay beautiful. And I'll see you all on the next live. Bye. You all rock, says Ace.